Shout out James and all my Jersey niggas. Jersey homies.
GWJ, he did qualify, excuse me, I'm sorry about that.
Good.
GWJ did qualify for the loser's semifinal with that victory over Chia 2-1, despite that that valiant effort, I will say. Jack versus the Great Gonzalez is the loser's quarterfinal action that will be happening later on. The winner of that will face GWJ, but of course, winner's final here, a spot in Grand at stake. So Pokemon Trainer versus Inkling, how you liking this one?
Man, I've been itching to see the Inkling actually play at any level outside of the demo era. You know what I mean? I really wanted to see this character heavily outside of the demo. Didn't get the chance to play one person who was using her, and I didn't even get a chance to stop and catch any of the bracket matches up to a point because I was always in set. So I'm just recently out.
We are here to grant your wishes, as is wishes. So a team of 3 versus Agent 3. Who wants it more? Folks, welcome to Winner's Final here at the inaugural CodeName Bears 165, the Pokemon Stadium for game number 1.
All right, guys, PS2 going to start off here. Inkling looks like he's just doing some general spacing here. Now, is that just a general dash from the Inkling? I don't know if that also wastes any kind of ink. I don't think it does. Looks like it's just a movement. It's very beautiful. But looks like they're just trading aerials right now. Really decent dash dashing. Lands a multi-hit jab. And I'm going to assume that's a down B for the pink grenade.
A sea of yellow ink.
Ooh, good
Coating that Squirtle, what a combination.
Wow. Paint grenade into a fair, and then the follow-up after the grenade into another fair would look like a bear. Recharges the ink. Really good spacing and pressure. Just this ink setup is nuts. With
the bomb! Good eye!
Inkling confirmed the ultimate snake?
Catch yourself a body, my good man.
Oh my
Wishes,
God.
Holy smokes. Like a shooting star across the stage, catching them with those bombs, and holy smokes.
This is nuts. Now, here's the one thing I noticed. It looks like Wishes is really just staying on top of him. As long as it seems like Squirtle has ink on him, I don't know exactly what the criteria is for you to lose the ink. I'm guessing it's just time-related.
No, you just use it.
Extra damage. No. I'm talking about when it's on the other player. Anytime Inkling seems to land any of her specials that require the ink, you definitely... Ooh, nice try at a stage spike. No dice on the edge guard, but withdrawal. Gonna go ahead and get some space off him. But no, it seems like you take more damage while you have, or more knockback, or you're slower when you have the ink on you.
Ooh.
Oh, what a
timing
shame.
those out so perfectly.
Very nice.
And another
Literally.
snipe. Holy smokes. He's just taking tags all over the place and Wishes. I mean, you wanted to see Inkling, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's nuts, man. And that was a good snipe by Wishes, mainly because he caught him right in the point where he was trying to optimize his recovery, switching to Charizard, trying to get that third jump. So, I mean, really smart move by Jakal, but unfortunately, Wishes saw it coming, did a very good job to kind of trap it. Nice wave land onto the platform. Seems to be favoring the up air as an attack option, but Ivysaur comes in with the attack switch and goes right for the up air, gets the kill. Inkling down to 2 stocks, Jakal down to 1.
I mean, he had to clean up that stock eventually, and that could be the key to get him back into this thing. However, this Inkling has been tenacious, been using those bombs, dictating movement so effectively. I do not think he is done.
No,
if Wishes seeing red, and frankly, through a sea of yellow, we could be seeing Wishes smelling blood in the water here. He's getting more aggressive and closing that space down perfectly, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and understandably so. I mean, it looks like while he's, while he has the ink out and while he's on those ledge trapping setups, which really does seem very prevalent in Smash Ultimate so far, I gotta say, he's really in the driver's seat once he starts having that ink both on his opponent and when he's like at full gauge there. So he really does take every opportunity to both set up the ledge trap, refill his ink, and keep that pressure moving. But Jakal's also doing a really good job marching his way back up from this deficit. He's got 55 damage, and Ultimate does seem like the type of game that is really, really lenient towards comebacks. But here comes a grab. 4th throw off stage. Tries to get a little bit more ink. Throws the grenade right in his face.
And he's refilling just enough ink to have himself a bomb and a bomb to spare if needed. So good timing from Wishes in all aspects. And of course, what's in focus here is the back air.
Back air is in focus for that close-up KO.
Yeah, knocking that Charizard's focus out of his skull. Holy smokes, might be cross-eyed after that one. Seeing the nub of that Inkling's splatter shot, and that is going to be how Wishes goes up 1-0 in this best-of-5 clip.
Looks like he's just already found the optimal moves that he's looking for. I mean, I really would like to see a little bit more variance, but, I mean, at this point, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's in Winners Finals. So, I mean, I definitely don't blame him trying to stick to some moves that are a little bit more conducive to his win strategy at this point. I mean, I haven't seen a lot more of the recovery options that Inkling has, but nice falling nair into multi-jab. And it looks like Jakal's just trying to find his way in the same space in a neutral, looking to put on some damage early.
Pokemon Trainer, it's making his return to the Smash series, his or her really depending. In this case, it would be his, I suppose. But
man, this is unfortunate. I wonder how big of a that's a hell of a blast zone. You know, it looks like crazy amount of splash damage from that.
I mean, it's a bit of an area of effect, but
yeah,
you do kind of have to get tagged in order to suffer the knockback. You get inked, but
right. But I mean,
knockback, you really have to get hit by the bomb.
True, but as far as AOE, you gotta admit, Stu, it's pretty menacing. I mean, first off, just with that, when that comes out and you see that AOE, I mean, most players are going to notice that. It's just like, it's almost like eye on the birdie type of thing. You know what I mean? It's right in your face. So it's kind of hard to, I guess, ignore it. Not something that you can just kind of flippantly not respect.
Oh my goodness. You certainly can't flippantly acknowledge that. Yeah. That was a drop kick to the face, that forward air.
Yes, sir. Nair on the edge. Taking that stock, man.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So that looks like a rapid jab. Doesn't look really special. So it looks like he switches through the several guns and stuff that you have in the Switch version. I like that.
He's throwing out a lot of back airs, his Wishes, and why not, frankly? He's been connecting with a lot of them.
Wow.
And he's sitting at 1-0, too, so obviously playing with a lot of confidence. But Jakal doing a little bit of a better job mixing up his movement in the air, but frankly, that can't be the only thing that changes about his game right now. Yeah,
I gotta say, I mean, to be very frank, you know, Squirtle's a solid character. To be as fast, and I definitely see a strong improvement from the Brawl version of Pokemon Trainer. One thing is for certain, she's getting outclassed by a character that almost seems to mirror the movement and is able to control AoE so easily. I mean, right now it seems to be a struggle just to grab this character. In addition to that, Jakal's doing a really, really good job trying to set up and space simultaneously. I mean, using good dash dancing right there. He's also seemingly having a hard time just keeping him off stage because, wow, grenade, that paint grenade. That's pretty good move. Look at that. And this, I don't know if that's detonatable by time release or if you can detonate that just on contact, but I gotta say, there's no way you can ignore that's just a solid move. Look at that.
I mean, you can detonate it by contact. Otherwise, I think it's just kind of goes off on its own. Much like in Splatoon, the game itself. So, the back throw.
Yeah, this is just really, really strong. Just look at this one thing. Just think about this one thing, Stu. When does Inkling not have ink at this point?
I mean, whenever you allow it to run out.
When is that? Because it looks like it's pretty easy to get grabs once you have the setup, and it looks really easy to charge right back up. So I gotta say, one thing is being defined is the lines between this matchup.
Well, the win condition for Inkling seems to be have your opponent off the stage as much as possible so that you can in fact recharge that ink, and that involves inking your opponent enough to have a high enough damage counter to the point where you can have him off the stage consistently and keep using those special attacks to keep your opponent at distance.
I do agree.
So that seems to be the case right now, and indeed that throw, and at 180%, still hanging on to that first stock. This is going to be a pretty decent defensive character going forward, and just like that, he loses his first stock. But man, that reached 180%. Yeah, okay, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
You know what? I got because here's one thing about Pokemon Trainer that I really like as a pro. One of the big strengths of every character has its own strength. Inkling is clearly the ink, right? Pokemon Trainer is the variance, you know, and with a character that's this fast and this able to control area of effect, nice grab tech by there. I would really like that mechanic also.
Oh, the up air.
Yeah, up air gonna take that. But one thing I gotta say is that, think about this, Stu. The main, every character has its thing that it does really good, you know?
Yeah.
It's obvious that the ink is gonna control AoE. It's gonna be really good for keeping your setups and keeping pressure. It's gonna be a pressure character that's really gonna control space. What's Pokemon Trainer's strength? variants. You got a speedy Squirtle that's really good at amazing aerials, really strong strength. It has the water gun effect. You got Ivysaur that has good recovery, and you have Charizard that improves that recovery. So you have 3 different characters.
Not to mention the power.
Right. This character just seems to nullify those other 2 options in the neutral because it needs the speed so bad just to keep up in this matchup. It's making it extremely difficult. So Jakal's either going to need to find a way to make Ivysaur and Charizard give some sort of like spice of life, which is variety here to this matchup, maybe to stand a chance, because the longer it seems that he stays Squirtle, the easier it seems for Wishes to pretty much get a beat on what he's doing.
You suggesting just going for reads on smash attacks or what?
No, not at all. I do think that a good idea would be to switch, I wouldn't say randomly, but at least to create a difference in what he's going to be looking at. You should stay with certain things that are consistent, but I don't see why it wouldn't hurt at this point. Mainly because of how convincingly Inkling did take game 1.
I mean, already at 118.
1 and 2.
Well, yeah, 1 and 2. Let's be real. They were both 2 stock victories.
True.
Now, well, that's just like that. Jakal, man, he must have heard us or something, because there's a big difference in the way that he's been playing. And as you saw, within the first 30 seconds, about 100 points of damage being put on. So obviously something changed either in the mindset or in the play of Jakal. In your opinion, what was that?
Honestly, it looks like he's varying up his ledge recovery slightly more. It seems like he used withdraw a couple more times to get on stage, not usually just using the jump get up, which was getting stuck, or neutral get up, which was making him really susceptible to paint grenade. And right now, it's just really forcing Wishes to kind of vary his game style. And just like I was saying, Pokemon Trainer, he's got Ivysaur, and now look at the switching. It just makes it different. Like, I do strongly feel that this is going to be very helpful to him in his general gameplay.
And I have to say, I probably would have kept it on to Charizard, because, I mean, Charizard, a heavier character, you might as well keep it at that, because Inkling is going to struggle to kill at these high percentages. I mean, it's going to have... Inkling is a character with some bad arthritis. I will say that.
I like that term.
I love it too. No, I haven't stopped using it since I first heard it.
All right, good stuff. It's switching to Ivysaur, taking advantage of that 5-frame down air, but unfortunately,
and the
back on
taunt.
Stage. Yeah.
Oh man, Wish is saying, "Hey, did you forget who was up?
Right?
He's up 2-0 right now." Oh, and the ink coming out. I mean, this is Wish's seeing red, Jakal seeing yellow, and frankly, he'd rather not.
But just look at the tempo stage. Look how less of a slaughter it was than game 1 and 2 from him just cycling through the Pokemon.
True.
I gotta say, I mean, I didn't mean to just call that out randomly, but I do think it definitely does help to play to your character's strengths. Nice air dodge. Gets out of dodge right there. Here comes Inkling, and Inkling seemingly, in this transition, looks like he's had less time to change because he's been trying to figure out, okay, it's Charizard. I now need to think about how I beat Charizard. Okay, it's a Venusaur, you know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like he's had as much time to go and warily just charge his Ink. So, I mean, I do think it helps.
Oh, those down tilts. Sweet moves, I gotta say. That's a pretty fresh breakdance.
Uh-oh.
But, Ivysaur hanging on for dear life.
Uh-oh. Got that regrab, punishing it.
Oh. And again, mixing up the recovery just a little bit, braving the storm of ink that's coming out with those bombs, although it gets tagged there.
Yeah, man, he's paying him with a twist right there, and he caught him right with that back air.
And he is making Wishes try to vary how he's throwing out those bombs, and there isn't so much of the real difference between the toss, the lob, and the throw is how long you hold that down B. So he's making him switch it up a little bit is Jakal, and to his credit, he has himself right back into this thing. However, down 1 stock. Oh, just like that, this is even with that neutral air.
Solid neutral here play by both players. I mean, Inkling just working with what he's got, and now it seems like Jakal is taking his time to actually just go ahead and make use of all of his tools. And I really got to say, it's been helping him out immensely in this fight.
Yeah, neutral air is actually a solid combo option, I have to say.
All right, looks for Ivysaur for the dunk. Doesn't come up with it, but still gets his zoner back out. Hopefully he doesn't get comboed too hard. Does still need to pay attention to the fact that Ivysaur doesn't have a tremendous amount of options, but has some really good air mobility and some solid moves to follow that up with. So wouldn't hurt to go ahead and also change into to Charizard at some point, because he is going to need to get Squirtle back for that tempo change. All right, maybe he can use this opportunity to get him off him. Get Charizard back into the fold.
Gets the ink right off of him as well.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, the down air.
Uh-oh. This kid spelled doom. Oh, that's us. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
An SD.
no. That's not the way that he wanted to end it, but wishes, as vivid as victory can be, he finds himself in grand finals. And man, oh man, that's how you stay fresh, yeah, okay?
Yeah, man.